In racing games, momentum is everything. When a game fails to keep its momentum during gameplay, your sense of speed and immersion are broken. Some games keep their momentum better than others, but what I've noticed over the past couple of years is that games that rely on realistic physics rather than prioritizing specific gameplay fail to keep a consistent sense of momentum and speed. Today I'll go over a game that represents good and another game that represents a bad example of momentum and speed. Need for Speed has always been about, well, speed, and Most Wanted on mobile is a great example of how to keep momentum and a sense of speed during an intense race. First of all, the motion blur in this game is great. It's not too much to give people headaches, but it's enough to give the player a sense of speed even when you're only going barely over 100 miles per hour in some cases. Another important factor when it comes to momentum is the fact that you never perform complete stops during your race. The only time when you aren't going at blistering speeds is only when you are accelerating at the beginning of a race, or if you slow down a bit by hitting a wall. While you are punished for bad driving if you hit a wall, it's not enough to make you frustrated or annoyed, which I really like. Nitro boosts are always a big part in racing games, and the sound design and the feeling of the nitro in Most Wanted is on point. You really feel the force behind the nitro, and after the boost, it doesn't feel like you've slowed down much at all after you've run out of nitro, which adds to the feeling of momentum. The environments also tend to give off a nice sense of speed when you zoom past the track backgrounds, and a great way to feel like you are going fast is going through a tunnel, and the developers of Most Wanted knew this perfectly, and you can clearly see this during gameplay when you ride through many tunnels during your race. All of these elements come together to create an amazing racing experience. The legends say that Asphalt is all about feeling the rush of racing at high speeds and hitting crazy jumps and never slowing down. Well, in Asphalt 9, you are constantly slowing down, never hitting mind-blowing jumps, and always losing your sense of momentum. And those are all major issues with how the game feels and plays. Oh boy, where do I begin? Well, I think a good place to start would be the nitro. The nitro boosts in this game are extremely short, and that results in always speeding up and then constantly slowing down. Also, the sound design doesn't make you feel the nitro's power and force at all. When you activate the nitro, the sound and the visual effects in the game doesn't give a satisfying feel. The nitro feels flat and underpowered, and when you activate a nitro boost, your car moves away from the camera and then slowly returns to its normal position. This effect makes you feel as though the car is struggling to gain speed. The best way I can describe this is it feels like your camera has a string attached to the back of the car and it can't go any faster. The way your car accelerates and uses nitro just doesn't feel good, and it doesn't carry any momentum at all. One quick thing that I'd like to mention before I wrap up this video is that because so much of the game is physics based, whenever you crash or hit a wall, there are so many unpredictable things that can happen. Spinning into a wall may result in your car losing all of its speed, and it takes super long to speed back up. In this game, you are heavily punished for every little mistake that you make, and the result is a game that never builds up momentum and makes you feel very stressed when you play. Overall, Asphalt 9 is a great example of how not to provide players with a sense of momentum, speed, and adrenaline. Alright, well, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.